Ryan Reynolds might be one of Hollywood's biggest stars, known for his charm, humor, and blockbuster roles. But behind the scenes, not everyone is a fan. In fact, some celebrities absolutely hate him. Over the years, co-stars, directors, and even former friends have hinted at or openly criticized his behavior, whether it's due to clashes on set, personal betrayals, or creative disagreements. While fans see him as the lovable and witty star of Deadpool, these A-listers have had a very different experience with him. From awkward encounters to full-blown feuds, today we're breaking down 11 celebrities who can't stand Ryan Reynolds and the reasons behind their dislike. Starting off our list, Sammi Giancola and Deena Cortese from Jersey Shore once revealed that they had an uncomfortable encounter with Ryan Reynolds. The reality stars recalled approaching him, excited to meet the Hollywood star, only to be met with what they described as cold and dismissive behavior.
Hey you Jersey kids! Who was the rudest celebrity you interacted with once Jersey Shore became a hit?
Me and Deena encountered a rude celebrity once. We don't want to say who it is.
Oh, say it.
While Sammi later attempted to downplay the incident, Deena remained firm in her stance that Ryan was unnecessarily rude.
Are separate things.
He's a national treasure.
I love him. I truly love him. I love his wife. I love his wife.
Him, but he was rude.
Who? Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Was not great to us.
Oh, it was Ryan Reynolds.
Oh no! I love Ryan
Maybe you had a
Reynolds
bad
still.
day.
Like
You had a bad day.
I truly love Ryan Reynolds still, and I love Blake Lively.
Yeah.
So when he like didn't want to be by us.
This revelation sparked online discussions about whether Ryan is as friendly off-screen as he appears in interviews and films. Actress Rebecca Ferguson has worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, but one co-star left her feeling uncomfortable and disrespected. In a cryptic interview, she described a male co-star who made her feel vulnerable and unsafe on set. Although she didn't explicitly name Ryan Reynolds, speculation ran wild, especially since the two worked together in the 2017 sci-fi thriller Life. Fans dissected her words, and many pointed out that the timing and details of her experience seemed to align with her work alongside Ryan.
I did a film with an absolute idiot of a co-star. And this human being was being so insecure and angry because this person couldn't get the scenes out. And I think I was so vulnerable and comfortable that I got screamed at. And I would cry walking off set. This person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor, this is what I have to work with. What is this?" And I stood there just breaking. This happens. But because this person was number one on a call sheet, there was no safety net for me. So no one had my back. And I remember the next day I walked on and I said, "You get off my set." It's the first time I've ever spoken. I remember being so scared. And I looked at this person and I said, "You can F off. I'm going to work towards a tennis ball. I never want to see you again." And then I remember the producers came up and said, "You can't do this to number one. We have to let this person be on set." And I said, "But the person can turn around and I can act to the back head."
Wow.
And I did. I was so scared. I feel it.
The rumors painted a stark contrast to Ryan's usual comedic and approachable public persona. Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal were once close friends, often seen joking around during interviews and press tours. However, their dynamic has drastically changed over time. While they once gushed about their friendship, Jake now avoids discussing Ryan altogether. When pressed about their relationship, Jake gives vague answers or changes the subject, leading fans to believe that something happened behind the scenes.
We know you have an ongoing feud with Ryan.
Who?
You know, that guy. What's it going to take for him to actually be BFFs with you?
Well, I mean, in truth, there was a time in which we were.
Some speculate that a professional disagreement or personal fallout may have soured their friendship. Whatever the reason, it's clear that their once-budding bromance has fizzled out, leaving more questions than answers.
Any words for Ryan, seeing as the next time we talk to him, he will be seeing that?
I have nothing to say to him.
The face of Jake says it all. Morena Baccarin played a significant role in Deadpool as Vanessa, Wade Wilson's love interest. However, fans were puzzled when her character's presence in Deadpool 2 was significantly reduced. Behind the scenes, there were whispers that Morena and Ryan had creative disagreements. Some reports suggested that Ryan, who had a heavy hand in the script, wasn't keen on expanding Vanessa's role, despite fans clamoring for more of her character. Morena's exclusion from promotional events further fueled speculation that there was tension between her and Ryan. Whether it was a case of creative differences or personal conflict, it's clear that Morena's presence in the Deadpool universe was minimized after the first film. Comedian TJ Miller, who played Weasel in Deadpool, has been outspoken about his negative experience with Ryan Reynolds. In a podcast interview, Miller described Ryan as insecure and mean-spirited during filming. He recounted moments where he felt belittled and said he would never work with Ryan again. Miller claimed that Ryan would single him out for mockery, which, while possibly intended as humor, came across as passive-aggressive and unnecessary.
But I think after he got super, super famous from the first Deadpool, then things kind of changed. I think he was like, see, you guys see? And then I think I don't know. I mean, would I work with him again? No.
No.
I would not work with him
that
again.
much vitriol.
But I've said that about Michael Bay, and now we're friends, and I would work with him again. But I think Michael Bay is different. And Michael Bay worked on a movie with Ryan Reynolds also. And so he has a very specific opinion.
That may mirror
of
your
Ryan
own.
Reynolds. And that was a good part of our last conversation with me and Bay. But I sort of wish him well because he's so good at Deadpool. And I think it's weird that he hates me.
Given Miller's own controversial reputation, some dismissed his remarks. However, his experience added to the growing list of people who have hinted at Ryan's less-than-perfect behavior behind the scenes.
Really weird moment on Deadpool where he said, let's do one more take. And everyone was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then as the character, he was like horrifically mean to me. But to me.
Cathartic.
But as if I'm Weasel.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, you know what's great about you, Weasel? You're not the star. But you just, you do just enough exposition that it's funny, and then we can leave and get back to the real movie.
So he's riffing.
Well, he's
here.
right.
The original Deadpool director, Tim Miller, parted ways with the franchise after creative differences with Ryan Reynolds. Tim had a specific vision for Deadpool 2, but Ryan, who had gained more influence over the project, reportedly wanted more control. The two clashed over the film's tone and direction, ultimately leading to Tim's departure. Hollywood insiders suggested that Ryan's growing influence and desire to shape the film his way made collaboration difficult.
October 2016, Miller left Deadpool 2. Appearing on the radio station KCRW, Miller revealed the reason for his departure, saying, Ryan wanted to be in control of the franchise. The director explained how a lot of filmmakers are able to work in environments like that, but he wasn't interested in effectively fighting a losing battle.
While the movie still performed well under a new director, Tim's exit was seen as a sign that working with Ryan wasn't always easy. Before Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson. Their marriage, however, was short-lived, ending in divorce after just 3 years. While both kept details private, Scarlett has since made comments hinting at the struggles they faced. She suggested that jealousy and competition played a role in their split, particularly as her career was skyrocketing at the time. Some insiders claimed that Ryan's insecurities about Scarlett's success created tension in their marriage. Though neither has openly spoken ill of the other, the subtle remarks and their decision to stay silent about their past hint at deeper issues that went unresolved. Before Scarlett Johansson, Ryan Reynolds was engaged to singer Alanis Morissette. Their breakup inspired much of Alanis's album Flavors of Entanglement, with lyrics that hint at deep emotional pain. While Alanis never directly accused Ryan of wrongdoing, fans have analyzed the lyrics and drawn conclusions about his behavior in their relationship. Songs like Torch and Not As We seem to reflect on an intense love that ended in disappointment. Alanis later described the breakup as heartbreaking and devastating, leading many to wonder what really happened between the two. Legendary director Quentin Tarantino is known for his blunt opinions, and he didn't hold back when discussing Ryan Reynolds. In an interview, Tarantino dismissed Ryan as one of the many highly paid actors who lack lasting impact. He claimed that while Ryan's movies might be commercially successful, they don't leave a cultural footprint the way other Hollywood classics do. Coming from a filmmaker with a legacy of genre-defining movies, this critique was harsh. It sparked debate about whether Ryan is a true Hollywood powerhouse or just a marketable star who delivers box office hits without long-term influence. Ryan Reynolds once pitched an R-rated stoner version of Home Alone, titled Stoned Alone. The film was meant to be a comedic twist on the classic, featuring a grown-up Kevin McAllister getting high and dealing with burglars. However, Chris Columbus, the original Home Alone director, was not impressed. He publicly slammed the idea, calling it disrespectful to the original film and a cash grab. Columbus stated that some classics should be left untouched and that Ryan's version missed the heart of the beloved franchise. After his harsh criticism, the project quietly disappeared from discussions. Action star Gerard Butler made headlines when he was asked about Ryan Reynolds' movie Free Guy. Instead of praising it, Butler claimed he didn't even know what Free Guy was. He went on to say that he doesn't watch Ryan's movies and seemed uninterested in his work. While Butler may have simply been indifferent, some interpreted his response as a subtle jab at Ryan's style of filmmaking. Whether intentional or not, Butler's comments added to the growing list of Hollywood figures who seem unimpressed with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds may be one of Hollywood's biggest stars, but not everyone is a fan. From co-stars and directors to former friends and exes, many have hinted at tensions with him. While he continues to dominate the box office, these stories reveal that his off-screen persona may be more complex than the charming comedic image he portrays. What do you think? Is Ryan Reynolds just misunderstood? Or is there more to these claims? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.